let me just say right up front that I love porn. And this video is kind of going to be an ode to porn, why it's so great, but also why it's so terrible, and what are the costs of cheap, easy pleasure. It's free and it's easy and it's always accessible and it's super pleasureful. It is porn requires no work to talk to a woman to get her clothes off. You can see a woman naked instantly. You can see every part of her instantly. You can see her doing all the nastiest stuff instantly. You can see not only one woman, but multiple women doing all of that instantly. You didn't have to go out to a bar. You didn't have to go to the gym. You didn't have to strike up a conversation. You didn't have to cold approach, or you didn't have to get on a dating app. You didn't have to go on a date. You didn't have to spend any money. You didn't have to buy her a drink. You didn't have to play any text games. You didn't have to do any of that. You skipped all of that and you just can see a naked woman. So another way of saying that is you never had to develop any of those skills. You don't have to do any of that. You've never done it. I put myself in this boat. I do not do that stuff. I don't have those skills. Part of me thinks I'm afraid to do any of that stuff because it's just been so easy with porn. And the second thing is, with porn, it's not only instant, it's not only multiple women, but they're all super hot, right? They're going to be hotter than the woman that you go out to coffee with, or you take her on a date and then you go see a movie and then she goes to you for 2 months and then she hits you up out of the blue when it's like the worst time and you're super busy in your life. And now she kind of wants to do the dance, do the deed. You don't know how many men she's been with, right? All these women that you go out and see, you don't know how many men they've been with. You can't ask them because they lie, right? Can't ask them because they lie. So don't ask them because they'll lie, because it's a lie. So that number is just pointless. Plus, they'll probably get offended and throw a drink in your face or something like that because these women are crazy. But so you don't have to do all of that just to get a woman who doesn't even look as good as the women in porn. And she doesn't even know what she's doing in the bedroom because she's an HR manager, or she's a restaurant manager, or she's some corporate boss bitch, or she does this technical work for this whatever stupid company, Deloitte or whatever. All these women in these stupid whatever jobs. So then when she gets in the bedroom, she's kind of like, now she wants to be submissive, and you're like, but you're not. How? She can't really do it. She's not really submissive. She's kind of more about like getting her own pleasure, and it's just this weird dance between you two. She doesn't know how to just let go and get dominated and get fucked and all that stuff. She's probably not as good, right, as all the women in porn that look better than her and are way more submissive than her. They I don't care if they actually are enjoying it so much, but they simulate it. They make you believe it. That's the thing about women in porn. They make you believe that they are loving it more than anything. That they would rather be nowhere in the world than, on your screen just getting fucked. And they're honest too. You know how many men they've been with. They're not lying about it. They're a slut. They're a skank. They're being honest about it. You can actually see, okay, your body count's huge. I can scroll through all of your videos, and it seems like it's just a new guy in each one, and you fucked each guy like multiple times. You probably have a body count of in the thousands or the multiple hundreds. Okay, cool. I can see that. You're a hoe. Thanks for being honest. Women in real life, they're not honest. They're not honest. You don't know who's in your bed. You know what I mean? So you get this, you get these women in porn, man, and it's so easy, so easily accessible. It's always there. It's always there. You never have to buy them anything. They're always ready to have sex. A woman in real life, she's not always ready to have sex. That's the problem. That's the problem. Hey, baby, I want to have sex. Oh, fuck. Right? Okay, cool. Fuck. Like you're just, I mean, me personally, I would just be like, are you fucking kidding me? You don't want to have sex with me? Are you fucking kidding me? That's the thing about women in porn. That's the thing about porn is you can get a nut off anytime you want. Whenever you're ready, they're ready. That's incredible. Whenever you're ready, they're ready. Hey, baby, I want to say, I'm here. I'm here, baby. I'm slutty. I'm slutty. I'm spreading over my butthole for you. Yeah, just use all my holes. Yeah, daddy. Blah, 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 blah. It's like, hell yeah. Yeah, let's fucking go. Should I buy you a drink for it? No, don't buy me a drink. Don't buy me a drink. You don't have to talk to me. You don't have to talk to me. I'll just strip. I'll just strip and spread my butthole. It's like, hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Hell yeah. I love this about porn. I love it. I love it. Why? Why would you do all the stuff in real life, bro? For a woman that's she's lying to you about her body count. She's bossy. She's not actually submissive. She's super manipulative and crazy, and she's super feminist probably. And she's she's not gonna want to have sex with you every time you want to have sex with her. And it's just why would you deal with it? And did I say she doesn't look as good? She doesn't know what she's doing. Then you have to be but then you're picking her. You have to stay with her. You don't get multiple. There's not you can't just see more naked women in real life. You can't just call over a naked woman while you're dating her. No, she gets offended. She gets upset. Terrible. You're a terrible guy. So you got to stick with her. You got to stick with her. And then you got to buy her things. And she's going to drag you to Target. She's going to drag you here. You're going to have to go on a walk here. You're going to have to go see your parents over the weekend. Talk to them about bullshit. Act like you're interested in her dad's business or her mom's like side thing of painting or doing I don't know, trimming fucking plants or something. Um, so you got to do that. You got to hear about her day. Sometimes she just wants to come home and just cry and like talk about her day and all this stuff. And then she, throws her fits and throws her tantrums. Women in porn never throw fits. They never throw tantrums. They don't want you to see their parents. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to drive anywhere. You never have to spend a dime on them. You don't have to do anything for them, and all they want is just your dick. I know you're not really giving it to them, but they're at least getting naked for you. They're getting naked for you. It's nudes basically. It's just a woman who's always ready to send you nudes, and the craziest nudes. A super hot woman that's always just ready to send you nudes. That's amazing. But obviously there is a downside. The downside is that you never actually develop these muscles. You never develop the muscles to care about women in any other way other than like really sex. I mean, I don't even know if that's really a thing, bro. I just really only view women as sex. I need you to submit. I need you to do things for me. And your personality comes second. Maybe I'm too selfish to date. Part of me thinks that I'm just way too selfish of a person. Maybe I'm too psychopathic to actually date a real person. Part of me thinks that I stay away from women because I know that maybe I'm just an abusive person. Maybe I'm just, not good. Not good for women. Yeah, I'm not good. Huh. Uh, things have to be my way, and if they're not my way, then like I'm gone. Like leave. Like I'm done. You know, it's really that simple. It's things are my way. If it's not my way, bye. There is no like I just don't believe in I guess I don't really believe in compromise. I don't believe in really listening to the woman because I think that she doesn't know what she wants. You know, when women are like, "But what about what I want? What about me? What about my needs and my wants?" You don't know what you want. You don't know what you want. Let's just admit it. Can you just admit it? Admit that you have no clue what you want. Admit that I know what you want. What I want is actually what you want. Admit that you get pleasure from submitting and turning off your agency, turning off your brain. Admit that you get absolute fucking pleasure from just turning off your brain and just being like, Daddy, make all the decisions for me. Can you please just admit that? Admit that it is in your nature that you are most happiest when you are unconscious, when you are basically just not making decisions, when all the pressure is taken off of you. This is the problem with women, man. I'm so tired of them just trying to make decisions. Stop it. Stop. I make the decisions. You just sit there. Act pretty. You need to do act pretty. Be pretty. Act nice, warm. You can talk. You can talk. You can talk. I'll listen to you. You can unload. You can just be your wild feminine self. Just I'll listen to you. I'll listen to you. I'll probably be tuning you out most of the time, but I'll be sitting there. I'll listen to you, right? But don't tell me to do this. Don't tell me to do that. I know what I like. I know what I like, and I have my certain rules, okay? And you need to do things for me. And that's the way that this is going to run. If it doesn't run like that, then it doesn't run at all. And like these women just none of them are going to be able to do that, right? And they make you feel like you're abusive, like you're a terrible person for wanting this. And it's like I'm just tired of that. I'm tired of being like, oh, you're a terrible person if you just want things to be your way. Yeah. I guess I'll just be single for the rest of my life. I guess I'm just done. I guess I'm just done with women. I mean, I never really started with them, but I can't. Why can't it just be so simple as like I approach? So if I was delivering something to a woman, and you know, I meet a lot of women when I do my deliveries. If she was hot and I was just like, hey, um, you need to you need to come over. I got a basement. I got a basement in this neighborhood. It's 7 o'clock sharp. You need to be there. Let's see what you got. Line up at the door. You know what I mean? Like that's what I want to say. And then have her show up, and then like she just come in and she just like strip naked. I can like spread her butthole and like we can see what's going on. She can get her on her knees. Okay, let's not get too crazy here. I don't want to make you guys edge. I don't want to prime you guys, but you know what I mean? Like, hey, I got a basement, and you'd look really good in it. What do you say? I 7 o'clock. I'll be there. I get off work at 5. I'll be there at 7. I have a long commute, but so see you there. You know what I mean? Here's the address. What do you say? Where's something? Where's something thin fitted? It's like, why can't it be this easy? And she shows up. She smells like Chanel, and she's just ready. Take me, daddy. Perfect. Perfect. You know what? If you do really good tonight, I might even buy you dinner. Oh, really? Hell yeah, let's go. You know what I mean? Why can't it be like that? Why do I have to go out there and like, ask a million women out, get rejected by like 99% of them, and be looked at like I'm crazy You desire me? You're desperate. And then the one that I go on a date with after being rejected a million times, the one you go on a date with, she acts all weird and she doesn't want to give it up. She doesn't want to give the pussy up. Like, you haven't, like, and then I can't even ask her body count. I can't ask your body count. What's your body count? There's no way to know. You're gonna lie to me. Okay, so you're just probably a skank, I guess. You're just probably a skank, but like you're the only one that said yes. But then you say goodnight. We have dinner and then maybe take a walk. You say goodnight, and I don't see you for 2 months. You be all weird over text, and it's just like all this, man, all this, all this, all this, just for nothing, just for like maybe one day, months down the line. I'm sorry, no. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. No. I have the hub. There are multiple women that are just ready for me when I get home. Always. There's a line in the Matrix when Cypher is he got back to the Nebuchadnezzar while everybody else is still plugged into the Matrix. Cypher's the only one in the ship in the real world. And he's killing people. He's pulling the plugs. And he's saying that he's going to want to stay in the Matrix for his entire life. And Trinity says, Cypher, the Matrix isn't real. Cypher says, I disagree, Trinity. I think the Matrix is more real than this world. That's how I feel about porn. I disagree, Trinity. I think porn is more real than this world. I rest my case. That's it. That's the video.